Welcome to Jumozi Podcast. And this week, a lot of things happen. And the main thing that happened is this lecturer from University of Juba. He was under the mango tree. Na alikuwa amechuna mango moja. And he was saying they have not been paid for a long time. Hadi saa hii they are living on mango. Eti hata kupata chapati ni ngumu. Mango peke yake sasa ndio wanarely on. Alafu na nini.
Brothers and sisters, this is the situation we are in. We are surviving on mangoes. Then chapati, even to get chapati become a problem. So we better get mangoes so that we survive. Okay? 12 months without money. How can you survive, my dear brothers and sisters? Are we really doing development or destruction?
What do you think of? Okay, I will go first. To me, you as a lecturer, if you have not been paid for a long time, you are an educated person. Kuna kitu ulisomea di, you have specialized in it, you are good in it. Can't you make money out of what you have studied apart from teaching? Because I know, like here in Canada, I know people that teach, but they have other job.
Yeah, like let's say someone who's in teaching.
Yeah, like I have two of my professors. One was an auditor, so he's an auditor with the provincial government, but he go teach part-time at the university in the evening.
Okay.
You see, so ako na two income.
Yeah.
So kama anapata 150 huko juu ni part-time, anaweza pata ka 60.
Yeah.
200k US dollar, Canadian dollars. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
The same thing to my tax professor. He was working in one of the accounting firm and he was also a part-time tax professor. So to these people, it's high time that education tunasoma niko na full time yangu tu ya
PhD holder.
My PhD ya kwenda tu na kurudi nyumbani. We should be doing something beside it because kuna this one of the other professors pia alikuwa amesoma statistic.
Okay.
So ako na kampuni yake ya statistic. When they want to open a new McDonald's ama a new team, when I study the traffic, they are able to determine how many employees are supposed to be in the store at that particular time of the day and at a certain time of the day.
Is that like based on the customers?
It's based on, like they do statistic of ni saa ngapi asubuhi.
Yeah.
Your location. Let's say kama ni McDonald's. They do their breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
Do people like their breakfast? If people like their breakfast, then what wanna line up wengi, then they will need a lot of employees at that time.
To serve them.
But after breakfast time, your time inakuwa empty hadi lunch time tena.
Yeah.
So kama store inakuanga busy on lunch time, they will need more employees.
Yeah.
But not all restaurants are the same. Some restaurant will not have a lot of employees, even will not have a lot of customers even at lunch time. So that location does not need more employees at a particular time.
Yeah.
So wanafanya hiyo, and then they see the viability of opening that restaurant at that location. If you open McDonald's at this location and there's this other McDonald's here, you will not have a lot of customers because they are too near to each other.
And you're offering the same menu.
Yes. Sasa hii ni statistic kitu nimesomea hadi unajua kuhandle vitu.
Yeah.
Uko na biashara yako. Lakini unakuja shule, you still can't teach.
Yeah.
Hii ndio ile masomo naambia wasudi. Hii government ya South Sudan utakula njaa. So it's high time, yes, have this job. Kama iko lakini jitafutie ingine. Sio kwa hato matchat community and professor na unateseka. No, ni mbaya. So I don't know, what do you think of?
Okay, like my points are going to be almost the same as what you just said. I feel like our education back home, that is in Africa in general, not just South Sudan, people study to cram what is in the books, but not to practice what they read and understand. That's why you find a lot of PhD holders are not able to solve small problems like flooding of the River Nile in Port Town, and the way we have a lot of PhD holders
wenye umesomea hiyo area.
Disaster management.
Sisi wengine tuko na PhD in sociology. Has nothing to do with flood.
But if you have studied disaster management, what did you study? What type of disaster are you managing? The only disaster you have in South Sudan is things like flooding. Do something relevant if you are going to school and you are going to study up to that level, like PhD level. Then study something practical, something that you can apply on your day-to-day life, right? Also with professors in school, like you said, you had professors who were practicing what they studied at private locations as well as teaching. I'm very sure they were not just teaching in your school. They were probably teaching in other schools, like on part-time basis too. So that means they have a lot of streams of income, right? If one door closes, they still can survive on the others. But you staying in one job for that long, you're not getting paid. What is motivating you to continue doing what you're doing? You cannot tell me that your motivation is to teach students. Because if you're not getting anything from what you're doing, you're offering services, you are laboring, then it's high time you leave that job and do something else. Also in this era of internet, there's TikTok, there's YouTube. You can always do something like teach people what you studied.
Yes.
Through YouTube. You don't just have to go to class. You can always do your own videos, teach online, practice what you are doing. Like if you studied law, then start your own law firm.
Okay, start your law firm. I thought you were going to say start teaching law online. I'm like, they will be leaking the information. So that I can be good. Sisi, come on, the client. I will present myself. I've listened to a lot of YouTube videos about law, so I can stand here on the docket and talk.
Not like there's so many aspects to that, right? Even if you teach law on YouTube, you can always use case studies. It doesn't have to be within the country, but from other countries.
Yes, they will earn from YouTube because the law students that want to understand, the other people that are just interested in the topic itself, they will give views. So all in all, you will get something out of it. So you are really good in it. Record yourself, talk about that topic, economics, whatever math, whatever subject that you are good in it, that you have studied to the PhD level. Please, hii si zile enzi yenye unakufa na information in your head. Open your YouTube channel. Wewe ukikufa, tutajua ulikuwa unajua hii and you left this information. Times are changing. Usikufe na your information. Yes. So, it's especially the thing of knowledge. Unajua knowledge ni kitu kwa akili yako. So if you don't put it or you don't record it in a way that the coming generation will come and get it, then the other generation will have to rely on other people that will have to go to school and study. But if you just leave it on a YouTube, on this social media platform, 100 years to come, we'll get your voice and we'll listen to your knowledge that you left 100 years
and
later.
It's probably going to help someone deal with something that they are undergoing at that time.
Yes, exactly. So hii si zile enzi za kufa na knowledge tena.
Also there's farming. Like most of the time people say there's insecurity, people cannot go and farm, I don't know, in this and these places. But is it better kukufa na njaa ama kukufa kwa njaa because you are not getting paid and you have nothing to eat? When things are really tight, then you can always get something to do. Farm. Like you find a lot of houses, they have a very huge compound, but they don't have even a small kitchen garden.
Unajua hiyo kitu, it need us, inaituhitaji sisi wenye tunataka these people to learn from us. Twende huko, we show them how it is done and they will copy. Because our people like copying. The other time people were talking of fishing. Now everybody has gone to that area, getting rare why. So if we all go,
You're saying it funny.
If we all go na tuanze kufarm, then wataona kumbe hata hii iko na pesa pia. And then they will also start farming. But if we people that are seeing that possibilities are not doing it, they will not do it. Juu hata sisi sahi kuna wenye wako hapa kuna kitu wenye wanafanya, lakini juu achira nyiku mwenye anafanya hiyo kitu, unajua tuko bado nyuma na kuna msudi somewhere ameona hiyo opportunity. Wengine tu wako tu Canada lakini sasa hawezi fanya hii na hao watu wengine wanafanya. So unaona sometimes is more of exposure. Lakini to a professor your mind should be a little bit open minded and you should be able like I don't know what people study that but sometimes I feel like it will be we have to start changing our education system and we should start focusing on technical kitu yenye unafanya na mkono yako. Let's say nikisoma building and construction, najua kulay bricks, watu wanataka manyumba na mtaendelea kuzaa and people will need their houses. Mimi najua kufanya plastering, people will want their houses the same thing. I know electricity, najua kuconnect. It will come a time when electricity itakuwa affordable, so kila mtu anataka electricity kwa nyumba yake. Watu wataanza kung'ara, they will need watu wa kinyozi. Lakini kuna vitu zingine yenye unasoma economics, let's open YouTube, lakini bajato mla juerko, it will take time before they pay you anything out of it. And that's why naonanga a lot of us tuko na degrees out there lakini hazitumiki. Because we studied them in Kenya, in Uganda, tunaenda South Sudan. South Sudan opportunities are limited.
True.
So vitu zingine zenye tumesomea haziwork huko.
They don't apply at all.
Yes. And that's why it's not like na waingilie, lakini naona some engineer students, engineer degree yako tu iko tu kwa nyumba, ukiangalia around hakuna how to apply it, unaona. So sometimes yes, ni vizuri kusoma vitu za nguvu
zenye ziko na big titles.
Yes, but always remember penye unaenda. Always kumbuka penye unaenda. So let's like maybe watu wasome tu maybe medicine, hiyo naweza kubali because kwa medicine nimeona hadi Ugandese wenye hawakwenda medical school, manurses wamefungia their ajiskana. Unaona?
Wako na clinic.
So sasa kama ungekuwa umesomea hiyo, at least unaweza open your small ajiskana and people are always sick. And you might have earned something out of it. Lakini ya engineering ni ball mill peke yake ndio, na hiyo ni civil engineering, not all kind of engineering. And then ikikuja huko it's high time ama tuseme ile umesomea hii imejiziba, think outside it. Ile time yenye opportunity itajipresent, you can always go back to it.
And also stop accumulating a lot of education. Unapata mwenye bora nasema ano
hiyo kitu wewe mwenye bora
ano 10 degrees, we know one mwenye bora mwenye ako na 5 degrees.
And
so like unasema I have this number of degrees, how are they helping you? Don't accumulate so many degrees. I also have some people that I know who have multiple degrees, but I don't really know if
they're really using it.
So just some 1 degree. If it pays out, well and good. If it doesn't, don't go back to school. Do something with your life. It's not worth it. Like even in these countries where you get a student loan to gain your education, at the end of the day, you are going to accumulate a lot of loan, which will stress you again if you don't have a source of income to service the loan. So just get 1 degree and try to see. You might not like it at the end of the day. Because studying like 5 degrees, you have masters in A, B, C, D, and it's the same field. And then you end up kuboeka nayo. Then what becomes of you? That would be like wasted knowledge because you are not going to apply it anywhere in your life. So just get a degree, not because you want to ngaria watu sasa waseme ayinya ndio wako na degrees in
this field,
but do something that you are going to change your own life and also change the society around you.
And pata degree ya kwanza, wewe jaribu tafuta pesa na hiyo degree. Ukileta pesa, bas you can go expand it so that you can come and earn more if that's what you need. Lakini unaweza kuja ugondo hata hii kitu haupendi. So try it. And saa zingine naonanga tu maybe umejaribu job market, hakuna kitu imetokea, so you think getting a master degree or whatever degree will make you more marketable. They will look at your skill that like your other skills. It will not just be like education thing that they will use to employ you.
Yes.
So your work experience is better. How you deal with people. Vitu zingine nyingi hapo.
Yeah.
They are more relevant than hiyo paper ya pili utaenda kupata. Ya mtomrero ni no.
Una hang tu kwa sitting room.
Yes, ayene kama angalu dai chen ke ben.
Una washtua nayo.
Yes. Your masters do kana, your PhD, your degree do kana. Vitu zao do sana.
Kumbe Jumosi ni atingle online kini era antinde.
Kumbe ina degree.
Geralo ini randi.
Ina tonga ina degree do.
It doesn't pay. If you are not using that degree, just
I don't hang degrees anywhere. If you come to my house, there's no any piece of certificate hang anywhere. Hizo kwangu hizo vitu they don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like degrees are ziko
but cheke jalo display kwa nyini.
Yeah.
We should see the to honor your
show us the value in your degree.
Exactly.
Not just hang it on the wall. Like we will not respect you based on how many degrees you have on your.
Na mtu akisema ni nyumba yangu hata nikihang nikizipotocopy na ziweke kila mahali kwa nene. Is it your house?
Hiyo ni ku show off.
Okay.
Yeah. But it doesn't pay. Make sure you study something that's going to help you and to transform the lives of other people around you.
Yeah.
Not just for the sake of studying.
And then also try to be a jack of all trades.
Yes.
If you can get another skill, please get it. Don't be stuck to one. Don't stick to one thing in life.
Yeah.
You can learn how to kupika when you mwanaume, jua kupika. How to do videos. Try your best. How to kunyoa, learn how to kunyoa.
Yeah.
Any other skill yenye unaweza pata, tafadhali jaribu kuijua.
Yeah.
Au juu ile time yenye itakuwa beneficial.
And especially now that we have a lot of Wi-Fi, internet and social media, people are no longer economical with information.
Yeah.
You go online, search something. Like even if you type the keyword, you will find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So the way you use your social media should be in a way that is beneficial to you.
Yeah.
And you can always learn a thing or two that you never knew existed. So just use those tools effectively and gain a skill that on the rainy days itakusaidia a lot.
Okay.
Not just trolling people online under the comment section or going live tusiana na watu. It will not help you.
All right. So while still on that, the same topic of Juba University lecturer, there were some photos of Juba University that were shared online. So there were these photos that were shared about Juba University after the former vice chancellor left.
Akech.
Yes.
And I thought John Akech, right?
Yeah, and these one were really messy. The university is in a great despair. It's looking really
Extremely
bad.
dirty.
Extremely dirty.
Matawi iko kila mahali.
Exactly, you saw it, right? So for me, I will go first. So my take on it, or my opinion on this, everything come to maintenance.
Yeah.
And maintenance also come with leadership. If you have a leader that know this place, for it to look good the way that people see it outside there, I have to direct our to maintenance and cleaning. After 3 hours or after 5 hours, go clean huko. Matao zikianguka, go clean, direct people. But these other outsiders, they don't see that. They just think that school is an engine where everything work on its own. So if you become a vice chancellor, itaendelea kuwa clean. And some of these people are just there to eat. So this is why you see, usione kitu tu jang and then you think itaenda kuwa hivyo hata wewe ukikuwa leader. It's more of like mwenye ako mbele ana manage watu aje, ameweka nini into places. Especially hii ya maintenance. Hii ya maintenance nimeona ima-affect vitu nyingi sana. Unaona mtu akilaunch nyumba yake hiyo siku ya launching.
Ama hata hotel.
Yes, kechori auria come back after 2 to 3 months. Hiyo hotel hata haikai ni hiyo.
Yeah.
And you should factor in maintenance because hii pesa yenye una generate kwa watu kukuja in, you cut a portion of it for maintenance.
And
so
cleaning.
That watu waanda kukuja. Otherwise, these customers will move to other places. And the same thing to this university, the vice chancellor might be changed because technically he has failed. Hawezi acha shule hivyo, si eti ulienda huko Winjachol vice chancellor of Juba University for the title. No, you have to work on your management skills and have the school maintained na ma lecturers kufunza on the nini. So what do you think about it?
The current administration is not doing their job, because if the place can look that messy, it means first of all the rules are not in place. When John Akej was in charge as the vice chancellor of Juba or the University of Juba, I'm very sure there were some rules in place regarding garbage collection, where to put garbage, designated garbage areas, which if people did not follow, there would be consequences. You can probably receive a fine for not throwing the garbage where it's supposed to be thrown. But right now, since it's a new administration, like, people usually react to you based on how you present yourself. If you come in as someone relaxed, a don't care, then people will also not care, and they will be reckless with whatever they do. Garbage will be dumped anyhow and anywhere. And then that's what has led to the way we are seeing, like, the current condition right now. There's also, like, I'll try to look for that picture, but when John Akej was being removed from the position as the vice chancellor, people were comparing Juba from before he came and when he came. There was a huge transformation. Like, it used to not have good trees, it was not green, the environment was extremely dirty. But when he came, trees were in shape, the flowers were trimmed like every now and then. They were very presentable. And then the rooms would also be painted. So it looked very new. But right now it's going back to pre-John Akej phase. So the current vice chancellor need to do something. Like, at least come up with ways through which the school will be clean. Because someone is not going to pay their money to gain education in a dirty environment, somewhere that is not presentable. Imagine someone like mwenye anataka admission walking in, and then that na garbage is all that you find at the gate. Utasinyika, right?
Yeah.
You think like there's nothing going on in this place. You go and look for somewhere better. Yeah. So, like, they have to put in this maintenance thing.
Yeah, they have to put maintenance. Is crucial in making places look better and for it to go forward. Hakuna place yenye ukaa for long when it is not maintained.
Yeah. And, like, if you remember, again on the same topic of Juba, there was an issue a few months ago, last year, regarding the raise of rent in the hostels. And then some students were beaten because of that. So students refused to pay the increased amount of rent because they say this place is dirty.
Yeah, it's filthy. Yeah. Dirty. It's not
and
worth.
And there's no water. Yeah. So why are you increasing it if you're not cleaning the bathrooms, you're not cleaning the environment and stuff? The same thing can still happen.